What's up, guys? My name is JDCook5 and welcome yourselves to the Wolves versus Chelsea review, where Chelsea have proceeded to the quarter-final rounds of the Carabao Cup after a 4-3 victory. Before we do get into this video, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Well, I would have come into this probably saying that what a triumphant win, but I can't say that, that is for sure. What a strange game. First half, really good from Chelsea aspects, in fairness. Andre Santos getting his first Chelsea goal, and it was a really good finish, in fairness. Picked out the bottom corner really well, and I thought, to be honest, starting so early on as well, I thought we did a really stellar job, in fairness. Obviously, we wanted to kind of gain confidence and so on, so getting an early goal straight away, thanks to the efforts of Jamie Gittins finding Andre Santos, we were 1-0 up. And 10 minutes later, Tyree George struck after a lovely ball across goal from Jamie Gittins once again there. He was absolutely superb tonight, my ad. And we was like, yeah, 2-0 up. We've obviously got a decent amount of possession, creating passes, seem to be attacking, flowing really well. They started coming back at us slightly. There was moments in the first half where we did suffer, and they really did pressure us after a few chances, in fairness. But upset Esteval Willian after Andre Santos won the ball back. Kind of Jose Sarr played it out. Esteval Willian did really well to be able to kind of create himself as a bit of space as Andre Santos won it back. He found his teammate and he kind of dinked it over Jose Sarr. And we went into the break 3-0 up. And at that point in time, you just think, yeah, damage limitations now. Game's done. Simple as that. We've got our kind of strategy now. All we need to do is defend the lead that we've got and just kind of play good football. And that just didn't happen. It was an absolute woeful half. Terrible, in matter of fact, terrible. A few minutes later, obviously into the second half, we conceded straight away, and it was just a really poor kind of misjudged of pass at that moment in time. Lavy was jogging back, the defenders weren't anywhere to be seen, and it was just a poor goal to concede from Akradar. A really poor goal, in fairness. 3-1, you think, oh, we've still got this. In fairness, they've scored early on, but we've still got this. But they just kept on coming balls, and we just didn't have any opportunities. We switched it up. We brought on Fernandez. We brought on Delap. Felt like that would add a bit more kind of difference to the team in that way. So kind of attacking wise and defensively in some ways in the midfield. And it didn't change anything. And obviously we've been wanting Liam Delap back for so long, so long. And I just don't get the discipline, because Delap obviously initially got the yellow card after lashing out with one of the Wolves defenders, and then goes up for a challenge, and a bit similar to the red card against Newcastle for Nicholas Jackson, he throws an elbow up and he means it, and you can tell he does. You can really tell he does, and the referee sees it and he gets sent off. It's as simple as that. It's a red card. But that's another red card. Liam Delap will now miss the game against Tottenham Hotspur. But just for a matter of fact, of the discipline of this squad is just absolutely shambolic. I've never known a squad to have so many red cards so short into the season. I mean, what's that now? 6 red cards? That's insane. That is absolutely insane. But Delap gets sent off. He makes matters harder for ourselves, that's for sure. And then out of nowhere, the ball gets win back in possession, where Hatton managed to nod it on to Jamie Gittins, and he scores an absolute belter, I may add. An absolute belter. Superb finish there from Jamie Gittins, 2 assists and a goal. You think, yeah, this is absolutely sublime, in fairness, from Jamie Gittins. You think, we've been down to 10, they keep pushing, but realistically the game's done now. With however many they add on to the time, we'll be absolutely fine. And it was just like a game of FIFA. They kicked off, they went up the other end and they scored. Strand Larsen. And it was just so strange. I mean, it's like even the second goal, again, long throw in. Third goal, lapse in concentration. I mean, the amount of times Tosin got caught out tonight, and he seemed to have no control over the ball, and the amount of times he hugged his man, it seemed to be. And defensively, we were woeful. I mean, even bringing on Cucurella, Caicedo, ones like that, it just didn't seem to steady the ship whatsoever. There were some good moments from Cucurella, I have to add, but Concerning, really, really concerning. I'm just going to go through the lineup that was started because I haven't got time to be able to go through it in depth and so on with ratings and an actual lineup display. But we had Jorgensen in goal, Gusto, Akipong, Adebayo, obviously Tosin, Hato, Lavia, Santos, Gittins, Bonanotte, Astavo, and Tyreek George. And they had a strong bench as well, in fairness. But we didn't feel like we even had to bring on anyone from the bench because of how well we were doing in the first half. And you could bring on a few for damage limitations. Esteval had a yellow card. You felt like, oh, you could maybe take him off, and just a few different players. But that's a good enough squad to get the job done. And I don't feel deflated after that, but I just feel somewhat concerned. I think that's probably the right word to use. I don't feel deflated because we've won. A win is a win, regardless of how you win. That's how I always have looked at it. But we really got through by the scrape of our teeth today, and it's not ideal by any means whatsoever. Jorgensen looks shaky. Lavia looked really poor. Tosin once again. Good moments from Hato and Achipom. I mean, I know Jorgensen made one save that was sublime in the second half, but he just looks shaky in my opinion. Bonanotte had a few good spurts, but didn't really offer enough. Gittins was my man of the match if there were to be one for Chelsea, in fairness. 2 assists and 1 goal. Absolutely superb from him again. Esteval was really good in my opinion, and so was Andre Santos. But yeah, that was a real shaky one against a squad that, yes, it's got something to prove in that way, and they need to bounce back in some way or form. Otherwise, their season's just going to go from bad to worse. But I can only feel like we really got lucky on that one, but we are into the hat for the next round. Whoever we do draw, that is for sure. It's not going to be easy. There's some top sides left in the hat, that is for certain. But yeah, really annoyed at just how we controlled that game. Really annoyed how we just didn't really seem to have any discipline near to the end. And just, if they were better, they would have lost. I think I look at that, and even though Tottenham have lost today, I look at that and going to White Hart Lane and think, are we really going to get a result? Are we? I don't think we will personally, but we shall see. We shall see. Probably the weirdest game of football I've watched in some ways. Wolves went from slagging their own team off to then potentially in high celebrations. It was just the weirdest game, the weirdest sort of atmosphere, the weirdest situations happening in the game, but we won, and that's what matters, I suppose. But on to Tottenham, and we shall see what happens on that one. But until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe for more content, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.